They knew not to speak with an adult male on social media.
And he attended 2 different high schools in Lincoln, Northwest High School and Southeast High School, for 54 days.
They knew not to meet an adult male by themselves.
Of Christ Lincoln Community, Zachary, son of Pastor Zachary Scheich. This is a pastor's son, dude. Oh my God.
They knew how to defend themselves against that kind of danger. So they did not know how to protect themselves against you because, again, they thought you were their peer.
You can literally feel when you don't mean nothing to a person. Yeah, probably because all the chicks that you were probably trying to slide into their DMs were playing like Roblox and shit.
Their friend, and because you gained their trust.
Nebraska. I'm sure you guys didn't hear about this recent insane news story that just went under the radar. I had it in my back folder and I recently looked at the files and the details are absolutely ludicrous, dude. So I figured let's do a little quick video on it and jump into this story. Pretty much this guy in Nebraska went crazy and started attending high school. He was 26. He had multiple relations. It's insane. Welcome to Peablar TV 2. I'm your boy Peablar. Let's jump right in. So right off the bat, 27-year-old Nebraska man who posed as high schooler sentenced to at least 85 years for sex crimes. This eerily resembles a video that I filmed earlier this year about some sort of social worker who attended high school for like a year. Did a very similar type thing. If you want to click on that, it's somewhere up here. It was a crazy video, but I guess this is like a trend. People are just doing this left and right, just attending high school for the hell of it, you know what I mean? Like, what is the deal? Maybe they watched like 21 Jump Street or something, you know? They start sympathizing with like Schmidt a little bit or something, you know what I mean? Except for these people aren't police. This isn't an undercover sting. They're just doing this for the hell of it. And a different aspect from the previous story, that chick who did it last time, she somehow was managing like getting a degree and having a job, being an intern while going to school, which is absolutely insane to me. I don't know how that's even possible. Whereas this guy was, you know, essentially, I'm assuming doing nothing. There's no details about his life otherwise. So this dude was just attending high school and going home. Like, what is the vibe, bro? What are you doing with your life? Let's read on. Let's figure it out. A 27-year-old Nebraska man who poses as someone a decade younger and attended a high school for more than 50 days was sentenced to at least 85 years in prison in connection to sex crimes, court documents show. A Lancaster County judge sentenced Zachary Scheich. Is that how you say it? Scheich? I think so. A Lancaster County judge sentenced Zachary Scheich last week after he pleaded no contest in July to first-degree assault, attempted first-degree assault, generation of CP, age 19 or over, and child enticement with electronic communication, dude. This guy's using the interwebs to commit crimes. Well, I mean, that's not even the worst of it. He's in a high school, bro. He broke the barriers. How did he even get in? Honestly, we're gonna further talk about that too. How did he get in, bro? Scheich's, this doesn't sound right. Scheich's sentence runs a maximum of 120 years in prison, according to the order, and he won't be eligible for parole for 40 years. At his sentence hearing, Lancaster County Deputy County Attorney Amber Schultz said Scheich targeted, groomed, and lured students via social media while pretending to be their peer or boyfriend. The public defender's office that represented Scheich did not immediately respond to a request for comment Wednesday night. Scheich identified himself as Zak Hess, which was a false alias, saying he was 17 years old, and he attended 2 different high schools in Lincoln, Northwest High School and Southeast High School, for 54 days in 2022 and 2023, officials have said. Was he like in the system ready to go, or did he just show up for 25 days each year for 2 consecutive years? What are the logistics of this operation, bro? This makes no sense. He just shows up, he's some new guy, he's like, hey, yo, add me on Instagram, bro. I'll see you at math class next week, and then he's just gone. Like, what is the deal, Hess? 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 Like, really, Zak Hess? Like, you're one of those kids who gets like Hess trucks for Christmas? What is the vibe here, dude? What was this whole alias all about? He admitted to the schools using fake documents, including a birth certificate, immunization records, a transcript, medical records, and more, officials said. A spokesperson for the district where Scheich attended high school also did not respond to a request to comment on Wednesday, so nobody's even talking about this. And I mean, it makes a little sense, because like, how was he able to permeate through the barriers? You know what I mean? Schools need to have high security nowadays. We all know that. And if a 26-year-old creep is just able to slither right through the doors, that is a maximum breach, bro. Something is going wrong in both of these high schools in this county. Authorities began investigating Scheich in June 2023 after a concerned parent contacted the school district. Police announced his arrest in July of that year. Charging documents showed the crimes he pleaded guilty to mostly occurred in 2022 and 2023. Several victims were underage, the documents show. Another was or older. One of sexual assault charges from 2019 involved two people whose ages are not included in the document. In September 2023, authorities accused a 23-year-old woman of criminal impersonation, alleging that she posed as Scheich's mother and helped him to get enrolled in the school. So he got one of his friends in on this too. Like, what could the incentive have possibly been for her to help him get in here and pose as his mother? Like, it makes absolutely zero sense. So we got a little quick video from the news station. Shout out NBC News, bringing the stories today, bringing the heat. Let's see what went down.
They knew not to speak with an adult male on social media. They knew not to meet an adult male by themselves. They knew how to defend themselves against that kind of danger. So they did not know how to protect themselves against you, because again, they thought you were their peer, their friend, and because you gained their trust.
Today, Judge Darla Idias sentenced Zachary Scheich to a minimum of 85 years in prison. At max, he could serve 120. He won't be eligible for parole for more than 40 years and is also required to register under Nebraska Offender Act. Scheich was arrested in July of 2023 after authorities discovered he had been pretending to be a high schooler at Lincoln Northwest and Lincoln Southeast. At the time, Lincoln police said Scheich used falsified documents and an elaborate backstory to pass himself off as a 17-year-old student. During his time posing as a student, he used the fake name Zak Hess and texted with girls as young as years old. Prosecutors said he assaulted those children off school grounds. During his sentencing, the prosecutors drove home the severity of Scheich's actions.
He is a predator of the worst kind, the kind that preys on children. He targeted, groomed, and lured them via social media, and he did so under the guise of being their peer, their friend, and in some cases their boyfriend. And he did so for his own sexual purpose and gratification.
I don't understand how that's even possible. This guy had to be moving quick. Over the course of 2 years, he attended 54 days at 2 different high schools. Like, what was he doing? He has multiple victims. This guy, it is true. He had one goal in mind, and clearly he was grinding when he went there to complete his goal. And I'm glad that this is how it ended once he completed his goal, apparently, because now he's facing life in jail for what he's done.
Scheich's 15 felony charges were reduced to 5, which include child enticement and generation as well as first-degree. Last year, LPS said it would be reviewing its enrollment policy. Today, school officials said the district conducted meetings and trainings with staff, but could not share specifics about verification protocols to ensure security. Police also arrested Angela Navarro last year, alleging she helped Scheich get enrolled at LPS, posing as his mother with the false name Danielle Hess. Navarro has pleaded not guilty to a single charge of criminal impersonation. She's slated to be in court tomorrow.
Clearly, he's a sick individual who broke into these schools just, obviously, I was gonna say just to prey on children, but you can't break into schools, period, bro. Like, we live in a society, okay? I wonder what this guy was posting on social media while he was attending high school. And I found his account here. We got Zach Scheich, clearly. This is the man, the myth, not a legend. And Lincoln Southeast High School. So that is the high school right there. He's got his Snapchat locked and loaded, ready to go. Maybe we'll check that out too. I found this post down here kind of interesting. This was on July 7th of 2023, which was when he was attending high school. He said, "No way you leave me for someone else and then think I'm going to give you another chance when you and them don't work out. I ain't your second choice, goofy." Like, what is this about, bro? A child? A high schooler? A freshman in high school? Was this one a minor too? Predator. Yeah, so everybody knows the deal here. Predator, except someone who's probably their own age and also a minor. What does this say? "Dear Christ Lincoln, this afternoon we were made aware of an arrest involving a member of Christ Lincoln community, Zachary, son of Pastor Zach Scheich." This is a pastor's son, dude. Oh my God. I'm so glad that we looked into this. This is all collapsing. This is a internal message in this church. Zachary Scheich, son of Pastor Zach Scheich, was taken into custody by Lincoln Police Department. As the investigation is still ongoing, we ask that you help us respect the privacy of the Scheich family. Above all, please keep Pastor Jeff and Melinda, their family, our church body, and anyone else who may have been affected in your prayers, yours in Christ. Oh my God. So his father owns a church, or is the pastor of a church. I'm assuming they're like deeply rooted in this community if like a message like this is going out to the higher ups. So damn, bro. Oh my God, he is really tarnishing this family name. You absolutely must choose yourself this time. Like, yeah, you definitely chose yourself, dude. You definitely chose yourself. Now, there's nothing else to do except for you and yourself to rot alone in a jail cell, buddy. You're getting a lot closer to manifesting that life you keep dreaming of. Did you manifest it, bro? Are you there? I'm sorry, like, I shouldn't be laughing. This is in a joking manner, but like, I just don't understand statements like this. Dreaming the life that you want. Well, like, he was hanging out with a bunch of kids, bro. Like, get your priorities in order. Dating to marry. I want a family, not a relationship. You want a family with like a minor, dude? You can literally feel when you don't mean nothing to a person. Yeah, probably because all the chicks that you were probably trying to slide into their DMs were playing like Roblox and shit, and they just weren't answering you. They were ghosting you. So that's the story of Zak Hess, also known as Zachary Scheich, I think that they said. The man who impersonated a high schooler in order to get some Instagram DM. You know, it's absolutely insane. The dude clearly had nothing else going on in his life, and he went to great extents to get this done, making fake documents, false IDs. Presumably that woman Danielle Hess also made a fake ID or something, and he was able to get into these schools. Now, it's a weird timeline, 2 years, 54 days, 2 different schools. I don't understand how like that's even possible. I feel like that'd be like a red flag immediately for these schools, period. And I do question the level of like identification that the school district did, because I don't know, it's just a little sketchy. At the end of the day, I feel like he should not have been able to get into either of these schools, let alone 2 of them. So what do you guys think? Comment down below. Absolutely insane story. If you enjoyed it, definitely check out that other story I was talking about earlier. It'll be right up your alley. At the end of the day, Zach's gonna rot in jail, and he gets what he deserves, you know? He didn't really have anything else going on, so I don't think it really matters at the end of the day. If you guys liked the video, consider comment, liking, and subscribing. Join the Peablar Army, you know, make it a part of your weekly schedule, because we post 3 videos a week. Wacky internet stories, true crime, it's always crazy up in here, so make it a part of your schedule, buddy boy. As for me, I am your boy Peablar. It's been real, guys, and until next time, be well and peace.